Welcome back, everyone, to That's It. So, I watched this video in New York Post that was posted on TikTok. And when I saw this video, I was very appalled, disgusted, and angry because there was no need for it. It's like, what happened to peaceful protests or having a peaceful interview with someone and someone giving out their point of views, their perspective without getting violence? Like, it had to come to that, excuse me, to be violent towards someone because someone has a different perspective. And I just feel like things has changed so much because it never used to be like that. That when you have an opinion about certain things, whether it's about war or pro-life, that you're against abortion, about any different topics that you are passionate about and you want to interview someone and get their perspective, that it has to lead to violence. When violence is not the answer, we can have a voice and speak about our opinions and about our views without getting violent, and people are just praising that. Like, it's okay for someone to put your hands on someone because you don't agree of their perspective and their point of view. No, it's unacceptable to put your hands on anyone. Okay, if you don't agree, then that's okay. We all can agree to disagree. We all can have like a heated debate or a discussion, but it doesn't mean to be violent. And I want to share this video with you because it's just very disturbing, and it was not even called for it to happen. So I'm going to share this with you, and I wanted you to get your thoughts. And was this person wrong? And the person who assaulted the woman that was interviewing her, I believe, let me just make sure I get the name right because I want to make sure I get the name right. Okay, Brianna Rivers from Bronx, New York, and this woman, Brianna Rivers, she was just full of rage and just like unhinged. I don't know if she's a far left. I don't know if she's a Democrat. I don't know. But what I do know is that it is unacceptable to put your hands on someone because she's pro-life and she was just interviewing you or asking you a question and you didn't agree or you didn't understand the interview and you just put your hands on her. Crazy. And if you didn't understand what she was saying, then you asked her to repeat the question. But I'm going to share this with you and let me know your thoughts about this. Here you go, guys.
I'm not the one who admitted they would be okay with killing babies in foster care and killing children that have been abused.
That's not the point. What I'm saying.
That's really. She just punched me in the face. We were just doing a street interview with my camera, and everything was fine for over 20 minutes or however long we were filming, and then she just punched me in the face.
Now, I just want to say this. Ridiculous. Uncalled for. Like, that woman, Brianna Rivers, was very, very unhinged. Okay? Maybe she didn't like the question that was given to her. This proactive woman was just interviewing, like she said, and she was just giving her perspective. She is pro-life, just like I'm pro-life. But with that being said, I wasn't pro-life in the beginning. Okay? And I want to share this story with you guys, and only a few people know about this. My best friends and my husband, of course. But my family don't know about this, but they will know about it now because I'm sharing it with you guys. At the age of 19, I had my first abortion and my last. And I was just so nervous and scared to tell my parents that, I was pregnant because I didn't want to feel ashamed. I didn't want to embarrass them because they come from a culture that, you have to go to school, you have to get an education, you have to work and do something with your life. And at the time, at the age of 19, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was still figuring it out. So when I first found out that I was pregnant, I was nervous, I was scared, I was freaking out. Okay, I told one of my best friends, And she said, "What are you going to do, Cheryl? What are you gonna-" I'm like, "I don't know." I started crying, getting nervous, and I didn't know what to do. And then I went to Planned Parenthood and told them my situation. And what was told to me at the time, "Oh, you, whatever you do, we support you, but just keep in mind, it's if you decide to abort the pregnancy, it's okay because it's not." I can't. I'm trying to remember because it's been so long ago. How she worded was, even though there's a fetus in there, but it's not an active fetus, if that makes sense. Like it's not developing yet. It's just there. You're just pregnant. It's like a bunch of cells. That's what she was telling me. So if you decide to abort it, it's okay because it's not a person yet. It's not developed yet. It's just a bunch of cells that are just telling your body that you're pregnant. So when she told me that, I'm like, okay, maybe I'm not killing a life. I'm not destroying anything. And again, I was very young and naive, and that's what was told to me at the time. So I aborted the pregnancy. I terminated it, and I was just not ready to become a mom, to be honest with you, as a young 19-year-old mother, and who was still trying to figure things out. And also, I didn't want to let my parents down. I didn't want to embarrass them or my sisters. So I terminated the pregnancy. And then years later, I did some research and I educated myself when that was all a lie. It's still unborn baby in there inside of me at the time. And lives matter. Unborn lives matter. And I didn't know that. I was just so misinformed about it that if I would have been more educated and more informative about it, I probably would have kept it. I probably would have kept it and felt the shame and the embarrassment. But then once the baby was born, then my parents would have embraced it and also my sisters. But you know what? That was then. This is now. This happened in the year 1999, and we're in 2025. So you guys can do the math because I'm not going to do it for you. And but now I'm more aware and more educated that pro-life matters. Unborn babies matter. And what this woman was doing, this activist woman, she was just telling her perspective and interviewing on the streets. And then you have this crazy, unhinged woman, Brianna Rivers, just sucker punch a woman in the face. And then I see comments on TikTok that they're praising her. Release her, she should be released. I'm like, are you serious? Listen, you can agree and disagree with people. But however, it doesn't give you the right to put your hands on someone and sucker punch them in the face because you feel angry. You feel like you don't believe what she's believing. Okay? We all can agree. You're not okay with pro-life. You're okay with abortion. Okay, that's you. That's your perspective. But for you to be angry like that, and she was just angry, you should have seen her face full of rage. And this sucker punch this woman in the face is unacceptable. It's unacceptable. We should be allowed to have free speech. We should be allowed to give our point of views and give different perspective when it comes to certain topics, whether it's on war, whether it's on abortion, whether it's on vaccination, whether it's on anything in general. We should give our point of view and not be violent about it. We can have a healthy debate and go back and forth, but it shouldn't lead to violence. It shouldn't lead to someone putting their hands on another person. That is unacceptable in my book. And what Brianna Rivers did was absolutely wrong. And I hope that activist woman press charges because she is wrong. She is in the wrong. Whether you agree with me or not, she is in the wrong of that. And you cannot do that, period. We should have like a peaceful protest, a peaceful interview about any topic. And if you don't like it, then that's okay. That's okay. Walk away. Walk away with decency and respect. I don't respect that woman at all. She is a coward. She is unhinged. She is just in the wrongs, period. Point blank, period. I don't care how many ways you slice it and dice it. She was in the wrong. And you have no right to do that to another human being, okay? No right. So I'm in agreement with her as far as like, with pro-life and everything. And I also hope that she does press charges because she needs to learn her lesson. She needs to learn that the next time she has a debate or someone interviews her or if someone's interviewing on the streets of New York or Florida or Canada, whatever state you in, that you don't sucker punch someone in the face and thinking that there's not going to be consequences of your actions, because there is going to be consequences for your actions. And thank God they arrested her. And that's why people got upset on TikTok. Said, free her, free Brianna Rivers, free her. Da, 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 da. Oh, she's from the Bronx. That's not natural. Whether you're from the Bronx, whether you're from Orlando, whether you're from Brooklyn, it doesn't freaking matter, you guys. What matters is it's okay to have a I can't say a peaceful protest and have an interview with someone, or on the street just to ask people's perspective, or you giving them a perspective about pro-life. You understand? So it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter. We all have the right to have free speech. We all have the right to point out our point of views and our perspective. And like I said, we can agree to disagree, but let's do it peacefully, respectfully, humbly. And if you don't like it, walk away. Walk away. But that video, what that woman did, Brianna Rivers, was unacceptable, and she should take accountability. And again, I hope there's charges brought towards her, because she needs to learn that you can't do that to another human being, point blank period, whether you don't like her views or not. That's her right to say what she needs to say. That's her right, her prerogative. And if you don't understand the interview, then you ask. Then you discuss it. You have a debate about it, but not getting violent. That's one thing I draw the line, is violence, because that's unacceptable. Again, she looks unhinged. She looks crazy, and that's all I have to say about that. But let me know your thoughts about this video. Do you think that Brianna Rivers was on the right, or do you think she's on the wrong for doing what she did, sucker punch a woman, a pro-activist woman who's just interviewing people on the streets about pro-life? Let me know. But I'm telling you that she was in the wrong. She shouldn't have done that. And there's going to be consequences of your actions when you act like a fool and unhinged. And it was caught on video. So let me know your thoughts about it. Thank you so much for watching. That's it. And I will see you guys next time. Take care.